We all start out with a baseline of health. We all have diets, attitudes, and environment that influence our health, and pretty much most people when they're born, we all start out healthy. And then as our diet starts to change throughout our life, as our attitudes start to change throughout our life, and our environment changes, these things can have an influence on our overall health. So how do you restore yourself back to normal? This is the subject of this video. So in a normal, perfect world, our diet would supply all the nutrients that we need to thrive. Our environment would be clean. We would be active every day doing something fun, where our bodies are going through certain movements that allow all our joints to move and all our muscles to move. And that would be a utopia, but it really doesn't exist, does it? One of the challenges and obstacles that we have is for the first couple years of our life, in a sense, we have the perfect diet if we're getting mother's milk. It doesn't even matter what species we are. If we're getting a supply of nutrients from the mother and assuming the mother is healthy, then we are thriving. And then what happens? And you know where I'm going with this. All of a sudden, you're in kindergarten or first grade and you get invited to your first birthday party at McDonald's or a pizza place. And all of a sudden, your diet as you age starts to change. We start to stress out, we start to get older, and we start to get busy, and we just don't have time to shop or purchase or cook any food that's healthy. So we tend to grab at things. And let's face it, when you're 20 years old and you're young and hot, anything that you eat, you're still young and hot. And your body feels not so great, but it doesn't matter because you're young and healthy and hot, right? So you just keep pushing along, and then all of a sudden you're 30, and then you're 40, and you're starting to notice you're starting to get trouble. Your body is starting to essentially fight you. And during this time, you start to look back and you think to yourself, gosh, I haven't really exercised since middle school or junior high. And many people, because they're driving towards success, they're going for it in their career, which usually means if you have a brain, you're probably sitting down working at a computer. You're not moving your joints, you're not moving your muscles, you're not getting any exercise because you're putting that by the wayside in an effort to succeed in life. Our environment, all of a sudden, you know, the air isn't so good. The quality of the soil, even if we were to eat healthy foods, is not as great as it maybe it used to be or should be. So here we are in a situation where we're getting older and we're not getting healthier. Sure, we started out with a baseline of health, but we've essentially slowly, continuously decreased our health because of our diets, our attitudes, our environment. It's just the way things work sometimes. So how do we rebuild our body? How do we actually get our body to recover, restore, and improve? It's almost too simple on paper. It's hard to actually do for many people, but here's how it's done. First of all, let's take diet. We need to start eating foods that are actually nutrient dense, that will allow our bodies to start to thrive. And if you were to think about it, there are many different opinions in regard to the diet that's best. So you pick your own opinion and you pick your own little master and you follow that, and chances are you're gonna become healthy. As a general rule though, the more foods that we eat that came from the ground, the healthier we're gonna be. The more natural foods, grass-fed animals that we eat, the healthier we're gonna be. The more processed foods, the less likely we're gonna achieve health. So the more that you can buy things where they're vegetables, fruits, grass-fed meat, the healthier you're gonna be. Water is what you need, not coffees, not teas, not colas, nothing like that. Just drink water. Right there, your diet can radically change your blood values, it can change your blood pressure, it'll change your overall health. The second thing is your work. And if you sit down at a job and work at a computer all day, you have to set your phone to click off as a timer every hour or so, and you just simply need to move your body, whether that's walking, doing quick calisthenics like push-ups and squats, deep knee bends. You could do bending forward, bending backwards. There's lots of movements that you can do. In fact, on my YouTube channel, I have a section called Playlists, which has tons of different exercises that you can do. I'd show you and demonstrate how to do those. But you do need to move your body, and that's the only way to restore good joint and muscular health. There is no pill, there is no diet that will make your joints move better and make your muscles stronger and more pliable. You actually have to use them. Now, the third one is the hardest, the environment. How do you change your environment? Well, there are some things that you can do. You can change your things in your environment. You can get air filters. You can actually wash your hands more often, so even though you touch things, you're not putting your hands on your face and then getting sick all the time. And you actually can be an activist in your community for better quality for air. You can not drink out of plastic bottles. You can clean the ocean. There's lots of things that you can promote and get involved in that would help improve your environment. But the great news is our bodies are dynamic. The reason why people have high blood sugar, high cholesterol, high blood pressure is because largely our body is a dynamic organism and will adapt to whatever we do to it. All these things I just mentioned, cholesterol, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, are simply adaptations to our diets, our exercise, and our environment. And if we reverse those things, it makes total sense that we can reverse our blood values and reverse our blood pressure. So all you have to do is get started today doing something. Anything that you do to improve your overall health will improve your blood values and your blood pressure, because our body is a dynamic organism that can reverse things and adapt to whatever we put through it. Today's video sponsor is Bioptimizers, and they have the product Magnesium Breakthrough. 7 different types of magnesium to cover all the bases. You take 2 tablets at nighttime, 500 milligrams of magnesium, and wow, you sleep like a baby. In addition to that, you'll also recover much better from exercise, because magnesium plays a major role in the recovery of exercise. And if you're looking for electrolytes, there's no better electrolyte than magnesium. So there will be a discount code down below in the description, along with a link to look at this product. So hit that link, let them know you love me.